for the love of food. Chef Nico Ricotto in the house from Tango Trading. Welcome to the Upside, ma'am.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
You have got such a beautiful energy about you.
Yes.
And you've brought us delicious food. We're chatting traditional food this afternoon on the Upside because this is what you specialize in. At Channel Africa 1, you have to go check out this incredible display of traditional food right here on Channel Africa. Let's get into your story, Chef Nico. How did you get started in the business? What brought this all about?
Hi, everyone. My name is Tinyiko, the founder of Tango Trading. Thank you, Channel Africa, for having me here. Yo, guys, I love food. Love you. It's a passion that brought me here. It's a passion. So I started these things. Actually, I was on the other career, but I was not there. I studied, but my passion was in food. Kitchen helps me. I get held in the kitchen. So when I go to the kitchen, it's my happy place.
Oh, come on.
So I started this business in 2015. After some retrenchment at work. Actually, after I've passed, I did electrical engineering. So I'm an artisan. After I qualified, and then they said to me, we're gonna call you guys for placement. I said it's a good opportunity for me. I was not there. Now, in my mind, it was like going to cook for people, even if I have to go to the street to sell my food. Yeah, that's what I started. So that time I just started. I took my money and then bought some equipment, started the business. I started by cooking for my colleagues. Like I will prepare some meals for them, especially on Sunday. And then I deliver to them. And then some of them could give me maybe money. Some they will exchange, we'll exchange some things. They will say, "Didn't you go cook for us?" And then when I get there, maybe someone bought me something because I was not working. So it started there. And then I went viral. People noticed my skills. And then until I formally started the business, that's where I started catering for the companies, cooking for the special families. If you want dinner or lunch for your family, a family of 10, 15 from there. So that's where I started. Yes.
So let's talk about what are your favorite moments when you cook for people? What is that thing that just gets you? You said the kitchen heals you, right? Let's talk about what is that moment when you cook for someone. What do they say? How do they respond to your food?
The way I cook my food I pour love. So everywhere, even you guys are gonna enjoy. Gonna love my food.
Yes.
I communicate with the food, and I will tell you my food is nice, but also yourself, you're going to taste it.
Let's chat about Tango Trading and the work that you do there. How much have you expanded your business from a catering service? What else are you involved in?
We specialize in baking. The baking one, it was my mother's passion. So I grew from her, she was teaching me. I grew up seeing her baking, and she used to bake for free. So I said, no, not me. Now I'm gonna bake. It's gonna be my salary, and then with this food, cooking for food, it's gonna be my work, waking up, going to work. So we started with 2 employees, but now we have grown so much. We are 16. I have 16 employees. Yes. So we're having 2 shops that are running now, currently running. We have a canteen in Boxburg, and then we have a mini restaurant in the house where we prepare some meals for special families, for any family, not special, any families. If you don't feel like cooking, just call Tinyiko, and then Tinyiko will sort your family out. That's what I do.
Shimon Shakela Vanu, what are some of the ingredients that you use? What are some of the recipes that you're using? Do all the people in J want traditional food? Do they want different types of food as well? What is hot and happening?
People are different, So some they like, as you see, I bought the different meals. I bought the traditional one, and then I bought the Western one.
Okay.
Like you see, with the hard body, I bought hard body chicken today. The hard body chicken, I don't put so much things. It's just onion. Frying it.
Yeah.
If you can taste that soup, yo, guys.
Are we about to taste it?
Yes. And then I have oxtail.
Yeah.
The oxtail, I put the spices, everything. It's so nice, guys. So it's different meals. It depends on the client, like what does the client want. If you want the Western one, even if you can come say, Tinyiko, here is the picture, I need this. I'll go all out and prepare your meal. Yes.
I feel like it's low-key time to taste something, because after describing it like that,
You can taste the meat, I'll taste the veggies. Chat to us about what's happening from a samp and a veggie perspective, because this is a beautiful meal for a Sunday, in fact for any day, but let's chat about what's happening from a vegetable perspective and the starch.
The vegetables, like now you see most people, they want to, like, they want the summer body. And so like you can eat the vegetables with meat only.
Okay.
So it accommodate us who want to
Be skinny
to
and
maintain
cute.
our bodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Did you cook this in any particular way, the spinach? What's in it?
It's a normal way. It's my
Okay.
granny's recipe. That's
What is
why,
that?
yes, it's my granny's recipe.
Okay.
Not in a normal way.
Okay.
Easy water, onion, and tomato, and some potatoes.
And then the samp for winter. This is a
And
beautiful.
a plus for this weather. I thought of this weather. I said, no, I'm going for this warm meal
Oh,
because of the weather.
Chef Nico, we're going to taste your food in the next couple of moments right here on Channel Africa. Dinyigo Ricotso joining us right here on Channel Africa to chat all things traditional food. We're about to dig in, but before we do, let's check in with the sport right here on The Upside. Rachel Makura has got your latest update.
The voice of the continent, now online, with all your sports fixtures, lifestyle, and more. To the woman who carried Africa and the woman carrying it forward. Happy Women's Month, Channel Africa. Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you so much, Poppy. A very good afternoon from the Sports Desk. Well, it's the day of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. 4 teams remaining, all vying for a place in Sunday's final, where a new champion will officially be crowned at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament out in Morocco. So Morocco are back in the semi-final for a 3rd consecutive time, as the Atlas Lionesses now look to close in on what would be their first major title should everything go their way in this year's competition. They face off with the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon in the first semi-final, or rather in the second semi-final. Kickoff is at 10 p.m. Central African time, and between 2002 and 2018, Cameroon made a single semi-final at the WAFCON. Some years have progressed to the final, others they finished in 3rd or 4th. Meanwhile, Algeria will face off with Malawi in the first semi-final. A kickoff is at 7 p.m. Central African time. By the way, Algeria have recorded their best ever finish in this year's competition by reaching the penultimate stage. Malawi also in a very similar position, competing in their first ever edition of the WAFCON and making it to the semi-finals. A reminder, of course, that all 4 teams have also qualified for next year's FIFA Women's World Cup to be hosted by Brazil. For the field now, Paul Pogba is expected to leave Monaco amid talks over a possible contract termination. The former World Cup winner joined the League One side last summer after he was permitted to return to professional football after a doping suspension. Pogba signed a 2-year deal, which was due to run until the end of the forthcoming season. Now, his first season at Monaco was disrupted by injury, but there was hope this season that the France international would be able to play regularly. But But a change in the manager after Philippe Luis replaced Sebastian Pognogli could now see Monaco head in a very different direction in that central midfield position. On to some rugby news now. New Zealand's All Blacks dismantled the Sharks on South Africa 54-0 in Durban in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal province on a Tuesday night on the second stop of their tour of South Africa. But they say they need to get better when they meet the Springboks in the first of 4 test matches in 10 days' time. The Sharks tried to hold their own in the first half but conceded 40 points in a second half blowout. All Black stalwart Manu, in the colours of the Sharks, performed a haka as a gesture of respect for the All Blacks. The All Blacks were untroubled and kept the Sharks at bay on the night, but centre Jody Barrett says the All Blacks need to get better.
We allowed the Sharks into our 22 in particular in that first 10 minutes, and we're able to get a turnover there. So, look, it's about minimising those entries, and the defence was pretty good tonight, but we're going to have to keep getting better as this tour goes on.
Now, the All Blacks are ever aware that they need their scrummaging to kick up a gear. Flanker Luke Jacobson says that is where the points on this tour will come from.
Yeah, look, there's no hiding from it against the Stormers. We probably weren't where we wanted to be with our set piece around our maul and our scrum. So then we took some steps forward there this week. But I mean, out there in this wet weather, it's about skill execution, and probably didn't start that well there, but we started executing really well, and we ended up getting points from it.
And finally, in tennis news, defending champion Ben Shelton produced one of the standout performances of his career on Tuesday, overpowering Jakub Minsk 6-3 and 6-1 to reach the Canadian Open semi-finals as the American now builds momentum ahead of the final Grand Slam tournament of the year. That's, of course, the US Open. Now, the hard-serving 23-year-old, a formidable presence on the hard courts, dominated from start to finish as every facet of his aggressive game clicked, with Shelton committing just 3 unforced errors. Shelton will next face fellow American Lerner Tien, who recovered from an early break of serve in the opening set before pulling away for an impressive 6-3, 6-2 win over Spain's Daniel Merida to reach his first ever Masters 1000 semi-final. Earlier on Tuesday, American Brandon Nashikima as well as 19-year-old Spaniard Rafael Jorda also reached their first ever Masters 1000 semi-finals, with Nashikima beating Italy's Luciano Dardera 6-2 and 6-3 before Jorda defeated France's Arthur Fils 7-6 and 6-3. It concludes your first sports update this afternoon on the Upside. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do remember to send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us. The newsroom line is +27 11714 4459. I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibudi Rachel Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Africa's young innovators are leading the AI revolution, creating localized language models and developing smart solutions for the continent's biggest challenges. Join Channel Africa webinar under the theme AI is here. Is Africa's broadcasting ready? Then, on Wednesday the 12th of August, International Youth Day, come join us from 10 till 11 Central African Time. Connect with global leaders and digital pioneers shaping tomorrow. Book your seat now. Visit channelafricawebinar.com. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Let's just do it.
Your life just got easier. Get the Channel Africa app and take us wherever you go. Catch the latest news, enjoy your favorite shows, stream the music you love, and stay connected to the continent. All in one spot, right in your pocket. Simple, quick, and always with you. The Channel Africa app. Download it now on iOS and Android.
25-4 right here on the Upside. A big shout out and thank you to Musibudi Rachel Makura in for Zycon this afternoon on the sports desk. She'll be back at 4:30 with another update. Let's get an econ and business news update now. Chanduko Likeke, our vendor king, is on standby.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Poppy and Ntsako. A very good afternoon. South Africa's Vodacom has named Kumo Shunyane as its chair starting July 2027, replacing Saki Makozoma, who will retire after his 10-year tenure. The mobile operator says Vodacom has a self-imposed tenure of 10 years for board members. Putima Hanyele Dabengwa, the South Africa CEO of tech investor Naspers, will also retire from the board on the 8th of October. Former Airtel Africa PLC CEO Segun Ogusanya has meanwhile been appointed as an independent non-executive director with effect from October the 9th. South Africa's University of the Western Cape says its Centre for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, CEI, is tackling youth unemployment by equipping young people with entrepreneurial skills and opportunities. The centre has hosted 7 of 14 training sessions, reaching 50 unemployed young people over the past 2 months. Director at the centre, A.B. Oliver, says an international strategy is needed to address the growing youth unemployment crisis, with universities playing a key role in supporting young people. He says the program combines training, business development and seed capital to help participants pursue employment, further education or entrepreneurship.
We are focused on how do we help them to become self-employed, to be job creators and not job seekers. And through these programs, we are also saying training is not enough. What funding can we provide them for seed capital to get their business operational? And once we have given them the funding, don't leave them. What network support can you give them to link them? Because they're going to need suppliers, they're going to need buyers. And how do you then help them to navigate that field so that they ultimately can present the product of value to a market that have a desperate desire or demand for it, and through that you will make themselves sustainable.
The Crude Oil Refinery Owners Association of Nigeria says it is considering changes to crude allocation and pricing rules to improve feedstock access for its refiners, including the Dangote refinery. However, analysts say the main constraint in domestic crude transactions is pricing rather than physical availability. João Pedro Yabala reports.